Welcome to Post Game Podcast. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B Foster. Before we get into our show, this is not to be confused with Bleachers and Speakers show on the Lions. We just got finished with that. I know we're back to back with it. Make sure you subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube. That you can find both shows. This Pistons Post Game Podcast show is there. Make sure you follow us on all the aggregators for your audio fix. Those are platforms like YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Just type in Post Game Podcast FFSN in that search. You'll see that Pistons logo, not the Pistons logo, but the Pistons colored logo. You'll see that. Make sure that you're following us. Make sure that the alert button is on. So when we drop content, you'll get an alert. And make sure you download those episodes. Foster, you see the background. This is the first. We are in year 3. This is the first weekly wrap-up show where we can say what's in the caption. First in the East, right? We've been covering, this is our 3rd season. We have not been able to say that ever. So for those that are thinking, oh, it's early or late, we've never been able to say it.
Right.
We're going to say it now. I got this picture off of Instagram, and I thought it would be only fitting, to celebrate. It may be short-lived. It may not be. But the Detroit Pistons are first in the East. Now, we're not alone. We're tied for first in the East, right? We lost a couple games to our rivals. We lost a tough game versus Chicago. And Cleveland put BTA.
Man, did they ever.
In Detroit. However, we are still first in the East. So I'm happy. I've been enjoying watching Pistons basketball except for one game this year, and that was versus Cleveland. It's kind of hard to enjoy a game. I caught the second half, and we were down 20, and we wound up losing by 30. So, wasn't very enjoyable. Wasn't a watchable game. But I know we're better than that. But salute to the Pistons. What's the record? 7-2?
7-2.
7-2. Last year, we had a rough out the gate for the first 10 games. We knew that. We knew this year was going to be challenging out the gate. And after the first 9 games, we are 7-2. And for the week, which we will talk about on Monday, because we are hosting the Central Division showdown with our Milwaukee Bucks. No, we don't have a Milwaukee Bucks representative. But with our Cleveland Cavalier representatives and our Chicago Bull representatives, we'll be hosting that show. Now, we ain't going to talk too crazy to them because they handed us our 2 losses. But I will say that we are first in the East along with Chicago. And there's a guy. His name is Rick. Great guy. Wonderful guy. Beautiful content. Go check out Sports, Life, and Hip Hop. I think you can find his channel on Frustrated Chicago Sports Fans on YouTube. They do a lot of great stuff. He's a great guy. Him and Zeke do great content. They're Chicago Bulls fans. But he talks bad about Duran. He's a rim runner. He has nothing in his bag. Doesn't do much but alley-oops and putbacks. You know what? He's right. I think he can do more. I'm just thinking he's taking what's available to him. The offense doesn't call for him to be the number 1 option. And you don't see a lot of people throwing balls in the post. There's very few centers that create, for themselves. It's not just him. But if he's scoring like he's been scoring, I don't care how he's getting them. He's getting them. Last night versus the
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, 30. Plethora of dunks. I don't care. He had 30.
Those are high percentage shots. Tough to miss those.
He had 33 earlier in the week. I can't criticize this guy for how he's getting his buckets. And he's getting a double-double. So I know I'm talking too much, Foster. How you doing, man?
No, I feel really good. I was telling you off air, yesterday's game, especially the second half, was really fun to watch. I mean, the level of talent between the two teams was just on another level. You saw guys out there having fun, and like I said, they were just trying stuff. I mean, Reed had one, like he had like the ball on a string. He's dribbling, pull up, mid range. He had a fake pass one time that turned into a dunk. Like Brooklyn looked like a G League team in comparison. And it's been so long since our team was that dominant. And we are so far away from how good we could possibly be. We haven't been healthy the entire year. Tobias has missed games. We haven't even seen Ivy, haven't seen Sasser. And LeVert slowly kind of got back into the swing of things. So, like, this team is unbelievably deep right now, and we're still in first place.
Foster, I think we found our Robin. There was questions going into the playoffs last year versus the Knicks. Who's your Robin? I remember being asked that on the Central Division show, and we really didn't have it was Robin by committee, to be honest.
For sure.
Cade is our Batman. We know that. But I think it's safe to say that we found our Robin with Jalen Duren. He has been exceptional thus far early in this season. When he's not in foul trouble, he's very productive. He's a hustler. He runs the floor. He's blocking shots more than he has ever. They're not stopping the alley-oop, so why criticize it? Why not get those buckets if they're there, right? We know he can do more. We know he can put the ball on the floor. We know he has somewhat of a mid-range. He was shooting 3-point shots all summer long, showing you in practice he can knock those down. Just the occasion hasn't called for it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing. I saw the 33-point game. I saw the 30-point game last night. I ain't mad how you got him. Just keep getting it.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to assert his dominance. I mean, he's starting to, realize that once the ball gets down there, they're gonna have to foul you. And once again, I have to emphasize, he shot 8 free throws last night and made them all 100% from the free throw line. You're 6'10", 250-pound man-child.
If I'm not mistaken, Foster, you can look this up right now. He's shooting better from the free throw line than Cade.
Probably because Cade will miss an occasional free throw this year, which I don't think will continue. But
no, Cade is a pretty good free throw shooter. He's not, in the 90s%, but he definitely high 70s.
So Cade right now is shooting 78%, which isn't terrible, but his career average is in the 85. Like he was 85 last year, 87 the year before that, 84, 85. So he's around 85. But so 78 right now, and Duren is currently, let's see.
I bet you it's good.
Where is it?
Yeah, I guarantee you it's better than 78.
85. Bro, 85%.
Yeah.
That is like Kyle Korver, like JJ Redick and like all those sharpshooters. That's kind of where they hang around. Yeah. Maybe a little closer to 90, but
a lot of big men don't shoot that kind of percentage. There are some, and I'm not saying nobody is shooting it like him from free throw line. However, it's very rare where you have a big man that's shooting that well from
The
free
big
throw.
man that shoots that well from the line is shooting threes.
Yeah,
Without a shadow of a doubt, shooting threes if they're shooting mid 80s from the free throw line with any type of sample size. I mean, he's shooting about 7, 8 free throws a game. We're not talking about, oh, he gets one up. No, they're literally left to foul him at large amounts every game, and he's knocking them down. That's going to make him so unstoppable. Can you imagine? And I know he'll never be Shaq, but can you imagine if Shaq averaged 70% from the line in his career? He'd have thousands more points.
man. I mean, they had a rule, the Hacker Shack.
Right. And it played to their benefit, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. They created a rule hack because they fouled Shaq.
You
They,
hack Duran, he's gonna drop 40. Okay.
yeah, I'm not mad when he's getting great position and he's running the floor. He's running the floor every single time. He's hustling. And he knows he's going to get Cade's going to give him the ball. Other players are getting him the ball as well. So it's not just Cade just lobbing it up. And that's not Cade's only way of getting assists either. Let's not get it twisted. Cade is he's distributing all over the court. And other people are starting to see Duran, and he's getting to the front of the rim, and they're throwing it up, and he's going up there and getting it. Did you see this particular slam here, Foster,
Yeah,
live?
the lefty.
The
I
left.
so I didn't even get the game on fast enough. I mean, this was early in the game from what I'm from if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is this is a lefty, and I don't know who it was on because Claxton, as you can see, was behind him.
Yeah.
So I think it might have been Clowney.
It was somebody, whoever it was, jumped with him.
Yeah, you can see the hands. You know, for the people watching on the visual side, you can see the hands right there. But yeah, he put that one down with the left hand.
Yeah, he got posterized.
Definitely.
And that was with the left hand. And did you see the left hand hook in the lane?
I'm sure I did. I was mostly impressed by the one where he kind of squared up. He faced up and kind of had a nice little jab, or it was like a inverted euro. Like that's not an easy play for a guy that's 6'10" and every bit of 250 to make that. And when you see a guy coming that fast, just get out of the way. Like,
man, Greg Kelser was just hype when he shot the left hand hook. He said, "Nice feathery touch." He's showing he's showing you his arsenal. That was with the left hand.
mm-hmm. Asar has an amazing left hand too.
Man, when this team gets to rolling, Holland has been knocking down that 3-point shot.
Hey, it's written down on my sheet. He looks very comfortable and quiet as it's kept. He's shooting 34% from three. Do you know he was in single digits probably last year?
It was like
It's like 12% or something like that.
It was a stretch where it was
19 maybe.
You remember last year when I was saying, "Hey, why are you standing out there and you know you can't shoot it? You're just standing there waiting for the ball."
Yeah.
But we said he wasn't scared to shoot it, which made it that much even better, because if you're scared to shoot it, I don't want you on my team. I'd rather have you miss. But
he's way more confident out there.
He's so much confident. He takes that shot with confidence. And it looked good last year. He just didn't make a lot of them. The form was there, and he took the shots with confidence. But at the end of the year, you start to see him putting the ball on the floor because he didn't want to shoot that open shot. Give him that open shot now. He's going to take it with confidence. And he's knocking them down. And he plays great defense, man. I like this makeup. Him and Oscar Thompson, those defenders right there, you got everything you need with this team to be successful. You got defenders. You have a leader in Cade. You have a scorer in Cade. You have a distributor in Cade. You have a big man. You have an enforcer in Stewart. Stewart went out in the first quarter, right?
It was early.
But lately, Tobias has been out, and those two have been forced to play together, and they've been playing pretty well together. I don't think that's going to be a consistent thing because Tobias does so many things intangibles as far as a starter, but you don't feel too bad when you have to put in Stewart to start. Stewart is contesting everything at the rim. He's very successful at blocking shots. And I think he had a career high this week during the game with 26 points.
26 and 14.
26. And these guys aren't just averaging points, they're getting rebounds. 26 and 14. That's a monster game. And I don't care who, that's a heck of a game. When Duran is getting got his 30 points, it wasn't just 33 and nothing. I think it was 33 and 13. Last night it was 30 and 10. Double doubles.
Yeah, we're the most dominant paint team right now, offensively and defensively.
Hey man, I like the makeup of this team. I'm just waiting to see what it looks like when Ivy comes back. I'm waiting to see. I'm sorry, Foster, but I'm still waiting on Malik Beasley. I'm sorry.
Nah, I mean, when you talk about the balance, because offensively, that's where a lot of these upper echelon West Coast teams can get out on us is offensively. We're only ranked 17th in points per game. So if you can score, if you can find a way to score on us, it's going to be hard for us to keep up with you. But yeah, balancing that interior attack with more outside shooting, guys that can hit threes in transition and can convert on some of those extra offensive rebounds we get. It's going to be a recipe of a recipe of disaster for the rest of the league. So it only is going to get better as we figure out Sasser. Like I said, Sasser hasn't even played yet, and he's probably our best, our percentage wise, one of our best outside shooters. So I can think of a couple guys that could stand to get a few less minutes. There's minutes to go around. Javonte Green, love what he brings hustle wise and defensively, but he could afford to get some DNPs, and we really don't need to see Duncan Robinson playing 33 minutes a game.
I was going to ask you about Javonte Green. I like what I saw last night, but yeah, I mean,
he's never going to be a above average offensive player. When his shot is on, he can be helpful in that, but he's not doing much on the floor on the offensive side of things.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's a good addition, but ideally, like you said, I agree. You don't want to see Duncan Robinson play 33 minutes a game, and if you don't have to play Javonte Green every game, you're doing okay because he's going to come in, he's going to hustle, he's going to do whatever he got to do. If you're keeping him on the bench as far as minutes, that means your other players are stepping up. Don't need to see Bobby Clinton out there right now.
Oh my God.
Foster, you text me something. I ain't gonna say what you text me. What's the deal with Bobby Clinton, man?
So I mean, I actually like that they asked Cade about him after the game, and he had some good words as far as he basically, I think he said that he can do a little bit of everything. He liked what he brought on the glass, and he's somebody that we're gonna need down the stretch eventually. I mean, he's only like 21 years old, maybe. So he does rebound the ball, and he made a nice pass late in the game, which I kind of forgot. Like in preseason last year, that's what he did. He made some really nice pass. He said he has a good feel for the game, which I would agree at times. I think he's still trying to find himself. So, but he has size. He is the essential size that you would want at the power forward position. Obviously, we filled our last roster spot with a big man. I guess he's technically a center, but he's okay. He's still finding himself. You got to remember that his rookie season, he missed the first 20 some games with a calf injury. So he didn't get that extra experience early on in the season.
Yeah. We were hoping that he would be and then when he was drafted, we was like, maybe this is a project, maybe this is the person that could be our stretch four.
Mm-hmm.
We I don't want to say nothing bad.
Still waiting on that.
Still waiting. That's a developing situation. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and take a break. If you are watching, give us about 10, 15 seconds. If you're listening, you're going to hear some wonderful ads. Foster, question. Do we need an intro for the Midwest Ciphers?
That would be fire. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, I'll summon the people that be and get us an intro for the Midwest Ciphers. And for those who don't know, we are dropping another YouTube channel. It's called Midwest Ciphers. Foster is the brainchild of this channel. He wants to include hip hop, so we'll have some ciphers on there, some different kinds of stuff in hip hop. We'll have some battle rap talks on there and everything else. Yeah, we got some stuff for you. So it's a couple of clips up there now with some music production by myself, and it's going to be more media content dropping soon. So subscribe to Midwest Ciphers on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Post Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube and Corner to Copel on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, man. We are nearing 300 subscribers on the channel. The goal is to have 300 very soon. Then we're going to have a goal of 400. So if you're in the algorithm, if it's in your algorithm, make sure you press play, make sure you like, make sure you comment, do all of that. All of that helps us get into the algorithm so other people can see it. Me and Foster have been working diligently for the past 2.5 years on this stuff. So show us some love, man. Anyway, we're still desiring a stretch for Foster, or are we rolling with what we got?
Stretch four?
Yeah.
I think if I'm Trajan Langdon, I'm trying to see what a full body of work looks like. Obviously we're protecting the rim really well right now. And I think Isaiah Stewart, they in the sample size that Isaiah has played with Duren, they are a plus 17 net rating. So they are, scoring in exponentially more than they're giving up right now. And it's part of it is due to the fact that Stewart has done a good job of spacing the floor and shooting from the outside. So it's just proving that they can play together. Obviously, Tobias does a decent job of spacing the floor. And so maybe if everybody's playing as a cohesive unit, you don't want to break up the chemistry, A, by trading some of those guys that are part of that chemistry, and B, by bringing in somebody that may not mesh well. Lauri Markkanen had a bit of a audition game, and although he's a great offensive player, does he fit the mold of what Pistons basketball is all about? I just don't know. Plus, he's making like $50 million or something. He's making crazy amounts of money. So you're committing a lot to go after a guy like that.
Yeah. I think if your team is and I don't want to talk arrogant because, like I said, we're 9 games in. I'm just going off the heels of success from last season. You don't want to shake up too much, right? You, the fit is everything. The chemistry is everything. You can bring in uh, a very, very good stretch four, and if he's locker room cancer or a person that nobody likes, what does that do for your team, right? So I think the fit is everything. You have to buy into the program. No man is bigger than the program, not one. So
And
I think, go ahead.
and just to put it in perspective, the cap hit on Laurie Marketing contract this year is 46 million, and it ascends for the next 4 years in 2028. And the 28-29 season, when he's going into his contract year, he'll be making $53 million.
That's a lot of money to invest in.
And Duran is about to get paid. I don't know what he was asking for before the season starts, but he's going to pretty much be able to make his price at this point if he continues where he's at.
If the Pistons don't give it to him, somebody else will.
Absolutely. We'll be able to match it regardless, but
you got to. We found our Robin. I think he's it. I think he's our Robin. You have to sign him, man. You have to sign him. There was a time, Foster, though. There was a time where we was like, hey, he's one of those pieces you can move around. He's not protected. We can trade him and get some stuff on him. He has moved into that slot where no.
Absolutely not.
No. Me and Foster used to say, man, Duran can go. We can get some stuff on him. He is untouchable. Cade and Duran are untouchable. Now, I want to go on and say, Thompson is very, very close to being there.
Kind of right there. He getting that little turnaround jumper that he shoots like a slingshot, but that with no arc. But if you put a little more arc on that bad boy, he has something too.
That's our core right there. Those three. And I think that's the core that's going to be here a long time. It's going to be some moving pieces. But that core right there, Duran, Thompson, Cade, you got to maintain. Cade is already signed. Duran is next, and you're going to make sure Thompson get an extension. And if that young bull, that YN, Ron Holland keeps playing like he's playing, he's going to get an offer as well. I like this young core. I like this team. I think the only thing we're missing is consistency. Either when teams beat us, they're dominant, and they're dominant early. And I think it's the slow starts that doom us. When we're looking like we don't belong, it looks bad. So I think it's a consistency thing. And I think at this point right now, we have developed an identity. We're going to run the floor. You know what I'm saying? We're going to score in transition. We're going to play defense. It's almost like a grit to it, right?
Almost.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take that phrase because that's another lane with the Lions. You know what I'm saying?
Play right across the street, man. Same air they breathing.
Yeah. So it's a grit. Maybe it's the Detroit air. You know what I'm saying? They're playing with some grit. They're also playing with some confidence. I think Duran said earlier, and I know he said it because I heard him say it. There's nothing I read. He said teams that are jumping off the bandwagon, stay over there.
Yeah.
We know what we got over here. And that was after a loss. That was after the Cleveland loss.
Oh, was it? Okay.
After teams are jumping off the bandwagon, stay over there.
That's a bold statement to make after you got parked, because we got cooked that game.
And it was BTA. BTA. We got whooped like we stole something. Like it was bad. It was bad. But I like the makeup of this team. Who we got next? When do we play again?
Play Sunday against damn. We had our nice little Jazz or whatever. Jazz in Brooklyn.
It gets tougher.
Can't get too much worse.
The
Sixers.
We had Memphis this week. We had Jazz and we had
Brooklyn.
Yeah. So the Sixers are a team when they're on, and when they're off, they're off. And they was beating the brakes off the Bulls, and the Bulls made a miraculous comeback to win.
Right.
Then they played Cleveland,
I think,
and Cleveland won pretty easily versus them. So it'll be a good thing to see how we match up versus Philly. It's not a tell-all thing, but it'll be a good way to test the waters, man. Embiid is not what he once was.
And they'll be coming off a back-to-back. They got to play Toronto tonight and then turn around and come see us. No, that's in Philly. So, yeah, back-to-back, but they'll be at home for both of them. So,
Maxey is the one to watch out for, though.
They got some good young guards. They have Maxey, they got Edgecombe, they got Grimes.
We got some defenders for them.
We do. I want to see. I'm looking for Duren to assert himself and really put the pressure on Embiid. We know Embiid, he's a shell of himself. Certainly defensively, he does not want to move his feet out there. So I want Duren to be active. He's got those young, healthy knees, ankles. Make him work for sure.
Duren just got to stay out of foul trouble.
100%.
Those early fouls. And then what I noticed in it, when he gets in early foul trouble, he's less effective. But when he's not in foul trouble, he'll pick up that first foul in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think he had that. I think he had a second one in the third or fourth, and I was like, that's got to feel good.
Those early fouls is what hurt Duren. But if he can stay out of foul trouble early, he's going to be very effective. I say for Duren, and this is the recipe against those centers that are ailing and aging, run the floor. Make him run. Make Embiid run up and down the court.
I don't think I've seen him run all. I don't think running is a thing for him anymore.
That's the key.
A ginger jog, if anything.
Duren can make that man have nightmares if he just run the floor Sunday. Every time. Rebound, go, run the floor. Every defensive rebound, run the floor. Get down. Get down court. Get downhill. I think he'll benefit a lot from that. I don't think Embiid is. I think if Embiid lasts an entire season this year, I'll be shocked.
He might sit that back-to-back, right?
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
If he don't sit tonight, he ain't doing a back. I can't see him doing a back-to-back because Toronto likes to run too. We're 1 and 2 as far as fast break points. They're like 0.6 more than us per game. So yeah, I can't see him playing both games.
Probably not. We'll see. But Duren, run the floor. He's not going to be able to run with you. You'll get a lot of easy points. You're going to get a lot of easy points. He doesn't want to move his feet. He has ankle weights on. Make him pay. The Pistons, however, are winners of 5 in a row.
Man, that sounds so good.
5 in a row. We are 7-2. Winners of 5 in a row. This week, we've gone 3-0. Game tomorrow. What time is the game tomorrow, Foster?
It's a night game, 7:30. Probably due to the Lions, maybe, because we play at it's pretty much going to go Lions, Bleachers to Speakers post game, and then the Pistons, 7:30.
We have a busy day tomorrow, Foster.
Yeah, I got a baseball show tomorrow too.
Oh my gosh. You just working, man. Yeah, Sunday is going to be an eventful afternoon. So, Foster, I'm gonna tell you like this: tomorrow morning, get your running out the way because at 4:30, we have a game. We have a post game show after that, like you mentioned, and then we have to watch the Pistons. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: I've said it before. Pistons go crazy tomorrow night. You'll see Foster on. He'll probably go live after the game.
That's too much, man.
I might go live after the game.
See, now there you go.
So I'm very invested into this next game. Right. I would love to see the Pistons go 8-2 and beat Philly in Philly. I'd love to see it. So, and Philly's not too shabby. They started off hot. They lost a few games here and there, but they start off hot though.
Yeah, they started out like 5-1,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then they lost to Chicago and Cleveland. Cleveland is definitely a team to watch. In Chicago, they've been playing some excellent basketball. So can't fault them for losing to them. We lost to them both, so it is what it is, man. Hoping to see how we fare tomorrow night. I'm definitely gonna watch that game in its entirety, unless the Lions piss me off. Boss, you ever watch like have your team lose and you just turn off ESPN for the entire rest of the weekend? You don't watch it for. That's how I do when my team
Only the
loses.
Lions can do that because they only play once a week, so it's not like, oh, well, we'll see them play on Tuesday. Like, so yeah, the
I shut
Lions,
it down.
the Lions will ruin a Sunday for me, where it's like where you don't even want to watch no other football.
Nah, nope, cut it off. I only watch ESPN for a few
That's
days.
mostly the old Lions, though. The new Lions have not lost, and that was something that we didn't talk about in the Lions show. But the new Lions have not lost 2 games in a row in years, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
They usually do not return. You know what I mean?
I think it was that last season where we went 9-7. We might have lost 2 games in a row. That was before the playoff season with under Campbell, but that season there. But after that, nope, not at all. That's why when you see, I don't want to go off on a tangent with line. This is a Pistons show, but you know, usually it's a bounce back game, and usually they never fail. Lately, past couple of years. As far as the Pistons, JB is still doing a wonderful, masterful job, and I think we found our coach. And I think for the first time in a long time, I can say I'm very comfortable with our coach. Pistons haven't had a coach that I've been comfortable with for a very long time. Very comfortable with JB Bickerstaff. Foster, what are your thoughts on JB?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that he set the tone from the very beginning, and I feel like he's starting to get. I feel like there he used to have a lot more issues with the referees last year. I
Man,
think that I think that that's kind of cooled down a little bit. But yeah, I think that he's got full buy-in from the team, and we are looking good. He's had to press the right buttons because he has been short some guys. But I think that he's rotating players in and out very, very well.
let me ask you this, Foster. Now, I said I was waiting for Beasley earlier. Is it far fetched for me to wait for Beasley or
No, that's how I was gonna tie the bow is that
okay? We'll get to that.
so you want to wait? Okay, yeah, yeah.
We'll get to that. Okay, we'll get to that. It's not like we're in desperate need for pieces. This team that we have right now is it's going to be a good team. I think with it starts with the leadership with JB and it extends to Cade out there. Cade was kind of shaky early in the season, the first couple of games where his shooting percentage wasn't where it needed to be. But I think he's finding his range. Um, he's finishing at the rim. He's hitting his outside shots. That sweet spot, the elbow inside the three, and that's his. Floaters in the lane. He's doing it all. So I wasn't worried about the shooting percentages. I knew he'd be a threat at some point, and I knew that Cade would that will start hitting shots, and he has been this week. Now you can say the competition and whatever, but when Cade is hitting shots, it doesn't matter who it's against. He's going to get his. He's going to get his. Now, Foster, what you can do is you can put a bow on this, and we can get on about our Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, great week for the Pistons. We knew that it was going to that on paper it was supposed to be an easier week, and we accomplished thus far. We still got Philly tomorrow, but we did a good job of just handling our business, which is all you can really ask. And yeah, Malik Beasley is in town. He's been doing, he's done a charity event. He's did some advertising for a local Detroit clothing brand, Sana, SANA. They haven't gave us that sponsorship yet, so we don't want to give him too much shine. But yeah, he was in the UAD gym shooting some advertisements with them, and he continues to put up post of himself in a Pistons jersey. Jalen Duren commented on his post last night, basically, we're waiting with the crossed fingers and stuff like that. And we're continuing to hold out hope and just support him, because I feel like there some days are better than others, where I think that mentally it does kind of get to him, and it's hard for him to. He said that somebody asked him, like, hey, do you want to have you thought about going to a Pistons game? And he thought about it, and he said, it might be it might be tough. I might not be able to mentally, that's got to be tough. These are the guys that you fought with all last year, and to be in the arena, it's hard enough watching them on TV, to be in the arena and feel the energy. And I'm sure there'd be a nice little commotion if he showed up. They would be showing him on the jumbotron, and the fans would be trying to take pictures. That would be a pretty overwhelming for him. But we're still waiting on hope and supporting him. But if he comes back, good night. It's gonna be on and popping.
Well, yeah, for sure. Just want to remind everyone that on Monday we'll be talking Pistons again. We'll be hosting the Central Division Showdown show Monday night around 7:30. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Make sure you listen for us on all the aggregators, post-game podcast, FFSN, and check us out. And I'm going to tell you what's going to make the show that much better on Monday. Not only are we possibly going into the show at worst 3-1 since we last talked to them, we could go 4-0, but Cleveland plays Chicago tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be some trash talking on that show, regardless of who wins. We are going to have fun. It is going to be a great show. You are missing out if you don't tune in to Central Division Showdown, the show we have on Monday night, 7:30. We don't miss 7:30 Eastern. Make sure me and Foster are hosting it, and I'm just going to grab popcorn and just watch. I'm going to be on the show eating popcorn, just because it's going to be one of those ones. So make sure, and you can't watch it unless you subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube. Check us out. We'll be on the panel with the other people, and come hold us down, because their fans are coming to watch and be in the comments talking crazy. So we need somebody to hold us down, man. Get in the comments, get active, get outside. Foster, we're going to get out of here. I want you to enjoy your Saturday. Make sure you subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube.